What's up, everybody? Exciting new arc is beginning. We are no longer doing singles for the next couple of months, probably for the next year, honestly, depending on how I feel about it. We might do a low tier Radical Red video once more in the near future if I ever see one, but for now, we're going to be focusing on VGC. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll give you a rundown on what VGC is compared to singles. Sorry, that's cut off there. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and talk about the differences here. Singles is 6v6. All opponents must feign in order to win. Matches are best of one because singles games can last forever. And you can have the same item on multiple Pokemon, so like half the team can have leftovers, the other half can have heavy duty boots. VGC, however, is different. For one, you bring 6 but can only use 4. Uh, Matches are best of 3 because the matches are much shorter because it's doubles. So you can only bring 4 Pokemon, and the matches will go by way quicker. For instance, a typical game is between 7 to 10 turns, and 15 turns is considered a lot. Even doubles OU is typically only about 15 to 20 turns. I had one that lasted 37 turns, and it felt like it took forever to finish. And you cannot have the same item on multiple Pokemon. Example being, only one Pokemon can have a Citrus Berry, another one can hold another type of berry, but it can't be Citrus. This regulation is going to be interesting. So it's regulation F plus mythicals. I've never done one with mythicals before. I've done a regular regulation F one. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great Pokemon, but this adds a lot of cooler Pokemon that normally can't be used in VGC. So let's talk about the banned mythicals and why they're banned. Mew is banned because it is just unfun. It knows Imprison Transform, and that can just shut down like an entire like team completely if used right. It's just not fun to deal with, so that's banned. Darkrai is obviously banned too. Darkrai gets Dark Void, which is a split sleep move. That it has a low accuracy of 50%, but if you pair it with like Illumise with Sweet Scent, it can like it gets like better accuracy and can just sleep entire teams, and it's just again unfun. I think if Dark Void was banned, I think Darkrai could be better. But for now, it's just completely banned. Magearna is also ridiculous because first of all, it's really good typing, Steel Fairy, but that's not why it's banned. It's banned because it has a really powerful ability called Soul Heart, where if a Pokemon faints, whether it be on your side or the other side, it gains +1 special attack, and it can just snowball so incredibly fast. Combine that with the fact that Steel Fairy is arguably the best type combo in the game at the moment, probably top 3 at least. It's just oppressive, and it can just be really crazy. Deoxys and Deoxys Attack are also banned. Now, the other two are not banned. We'll talk about that in a minute. And Arceus is also banned. Arceus has a really high BSC of 700. That's like box art legends. So that's banned. Like he's just too good at it. He would just be extremely oppressive. Like whoever gets Arceus pretty much gets playoffs, guaranteed. Usable mythicals. I'm not gonna go over every single one of them, but there's a lot of good ones here. I think every single mythical here is usable, except for I'm not gonna say except for, but I think the weakest one might be Pekkarunt. Pekkarunt is not really that good offensively. Like it has really strong defenses, but I don't know compared to the others here, it's probably the weakest one. But hey, everything here is still usable. Even Meloetta is pretty nice. Has Stab, Hyper Voice, good special attack. Relic Song sleeps the other side, even though it transforms Meloetta, so it gets weaker on the next turn if you're going special, but it's still pretty fun to use. If you can get like dual sleep going, it's like a 20% chance. Jirachi's also allowed. I thought Jirachi still had Follow Me because it did last generation, and it was actually banned from Doubles OU because of it. Follow Me Jirachi was, it was bad, but it's not. It doesn't have that, so it's allowed. And Shaman Sky is also allowed. Shaman Sky is kind of scary because it's like it has a really powerful ability called Serene Grace, and combine that with Air Slash, it gets like 60% chance to flinch, and it hits pretty hard and is really fast, so that could be a little annoying. But yeah, these are all of the usable mythicals here. So let's talk about the rules really quickly. The draft is randomized in a snake format, just that's like typical. Almost every single draft does that. Battle clauses. LOL, get wrecked single draft players. That made me laugh when I saw that. But yeah, it's just typical VGC stuff. There's not really much to go over here. If you want to pause and just read it thoroughly, you can, but there's no point in me because it's all self-explanatory. So the video plans for this draft, I'm going to create an in-depth team building video like you've seen before with the Radical Red and the NatDex one. I'm going to record every 3 picks. I'm actually on pick number 4, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on that right after this video. And then after the grace period is over, we typically get 24 hours to like make changes for free if we need to. After that's over, expect the team building video to be out either a day or two after, probably 2 days after. And I suspect we'll get done by this weekend, maybe Saturday, depending on how many people like to slow things down. As you can see, that's my pick right there, so I'm almost smack dab in the middle. It sucks, but it's regulation F with mythical, so I'm just still guaranteed to get like some good Pokemon regardless of where I'm at. As you can see here, I actually picked the first one. Is going to be Tornadus. Tornadus will help me out here greatly with the team building. It's super great. It pretty much fits on any team composition going forward, so I'm super happy to get him. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video, and thank you so much. Get ready for the team building video in just a few days. You all have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, one more thing.